What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Token Room Podcast. I'm your host, your boy Nick, back at it again. I'm here ready to talk NBA, NFL, MLB, WNBA, and more. What's up, everybody? New week, new episode, and I got a brand new guest with me here, co-host of the Diving Deep Show, Mr. Ruthless Rudy.
Appreciate you, man.
What's up, my dog? How you doing, man?
I'm excited to be on the show. You've been on our show like 3 times, so I had to get my butt over here.
Yeah, I had to return the favor. I definitely appreciated y'all letting me be on y'all show, so I definitely had to show some love and return the favor. It was only a matter of time.
Yeah, for sure. Like every time you've been on, bro, we had some really good discussions, episodes, some hot takes, stuff like that. So whenever you're on, it's a really like you fit in seamlessly. So trust me, I'm gonna ask you time and time again. So
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. But let's get into this NBA topic real quick. First thing I want to talk about, we're coming up to the All-Star break. We're coming up to the All-Star break a little bit. All-Star break, I believe, starts February of next month. So we got like a little bit less than a month away. People putting out All-Star ballots and stuff. But one of the main things that's hitting right now in the NBA is the injury bug. The injury bug all over the NBA is just crazy. I got 3 significant injuries right here on my paper. The first one I got is Hallie missing, being reevaluated in 2 weeks. Grade 1 left hamstring strain. They said he got an MRI. He doesn't need surgery, but losing a piece like Hallie is huge. The other one I got a CP3. He's going to be reevaluated in about 4 to 6 weeks. He had surgery on his left hand. Obviously, we all know the Warriors, unfortunately to say, have been plummeting. So they've been really bad. We got to get that man Steph some help. But and then the other one I got is John Morant. Season-ending shoulder injury is just nuts. Like guys are getting hurt left and right. One of the ones I didn't put on here was I know nobody cares about the Pistons, but my boy Kid Cunningham was having a great year, and then he goes out and he gets hurt. So like it's tough, man. Let me know like some injuries that you've seen, like that just caught me off guard.
the jaw one caught me off guard. I don't watch too many Grizzlies games just because I don't know why. It's just one of the teams I'm not locked in. So when I saw that, I was like, damn, he just got back and now he's hurt. The Tyrese one that was on national TV, I think. So everybody saw that one. He'll be back. That one seems like the least concerning, although you don't want him to miss any time because we saw what happened last year. They were on the up and up. He was out, and they completely fell out of the playoffs.
Absolutely, especially like when you look at the East, like that 4, 5, 6, 7 range is like it's anybody's game. I think it's the Magic, the Heat, the Knicks, and the Pacers. They all got like the same record. So like you need your star player in times like this, so that way they can put you over the hump.
Yeah, I mean, another injury that I was bummed out about, and this one happened a while back, was Mitchell Robinson. That dude's a beast. And Isaiah Hartenstein, he fills in nicely, but he's not Mitch. So
Absolutely.
if I don't know if he's coming back or not, if he can, or what the word is on that, but
So
I mean, you should know better than me.
Absolutely. So what's going on with the Knicks is that the Knicks applied for, I think it was like the injury disability pay, so that way they don't have to pay him his full salary. They actually got declined because they were saying that because of Mitch's like records and stuff like that and his injury, that he could possibly return this season, which I thought was weird. But I mean, if he can come back, he can come back. So I mean, it's just a matter of how deep into the playoffs is he going to come back.
You get him for a playoff run, that can change, that can alter what happens in the playoffs, just in general, not just for the Knicks, because the offensive rebounding, he's got to be top 2 or in the league, probably the best in the league at it, and that changes the momentum of games because he's getting extra possessions, and that's like, I miss betting on him too, bro. I used to bet on his rebounding like crazy.
It's crazy because I don't know if you saw the game last night when I was watching the Knicks and the Mavs. Knicks were down bad, and the Knicks started to come back, and like though that last like minute, the Knicks could not get a rebound. When I was watching that, I was like, yo, if we can just get a rebound, we can go, we can score. Like there was a straight, I think like 45-second run. Like the Mavs just kept getting offensive rebound, offensive rebound, offensive rebound. I'm like, yo, like, what is going on? Like, we can't get like there was a point we were down one and we could not get an offensive rebound. We could not like I think we could have won that game last night, but especially because they had no Luca and like Kyrie went off, Tim Hardaway was playing well, and I'm just like, damn, like we really could have stole that game last night.
I saw a little bit of the game because we were doing our show last night, so I wasn't like locked in. But was Taj Gibson and Randall playing at the end of the game? Was it those
No,
guys?
actually, Taj got waived last
Oh,
week.
he got waived last week. Damn, I
Yeah,
didn't
I
even
think
know that.
it was either last week or early this week he got waived.
Damn, I didn't know that because Tibbs was playing him a lot. It would get on my nerves. I was like, I know that's your
Oh
guy,
yeah,
but okay, he got waived. All right, I
yeah,
didn't know that. That's good that you told me that.
yeah. I think they waived them because they wanted to give Miles McBride his money.
Mm, that
So
makes sense.
I think that was a big thing too. And then getting OG, getting Precious, which is good for us. We really didn't need Taj now. So I was kind of glad we got rid of Taj. Taj is I love like Tibbs is cool, but he playing Taj 25, 30 minutes again that irks me.
He's always done that. Even when he came into the league with the Bulls, super young,
Yeah.
he would Carlos Boozer would sit a lot of the time. And I'm like, why are you sitting this guy? Take Taj out and put Carlos Boozer in. Like that's been his. He followed him to Minnesota and then to the Knicks,
Yeah, like
multiple stints there.
Taj could have retired, I think probably 3 years ago, but he still has a job because of Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
It's ridiculous. But no, yeah, I mean, like, I didn't even think about Mitch. Mitch is crazy, man.
That's because that's one of the more impactful ones to me. Obviously, Ja, Tyrese, but I'm thinking like the ones people don't think about, and the Knicks desperately miss him. That's one.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I'm not listen, I gotta say this one, like because even though we've been on I'm putting on my Miami Heat hat right now.
Mhm.
Even though we've been on like a good heater, Jaime Hawkins is playing well, Duncan Robinson playing well. I miss Jimmy Butler. Like his toe injury, like I don't know what's going on, but like yes, we're winning games. Bam is showing great flashes. Tyler's out tonight apparently, and like that's another one that I think we've missed him for I think about a month, and we've been playing well, but like we arguably like when I watch games, I think the Miami Heat are one of the worst fourth quarter teams I've ever seen. Like we'll be up 15-20 and we'll keep the lead going and then we'll just like let them slip, let them slip. And then before you know it, we have a minute left and it's a 5-point game. And it's like, bro, like we were just winning. What is going on? And then losing a guy like Jimmy Butler, like really, like you can really see it. Like, especially because I think it was the other day, not tonight, I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. We were playing the Thunder and we're going back and forth, back and forth. SJ getting his, Chet and Bam battling it out. But like Chet started to run, I mean, not Chet, Shea started to run away at the end. And I'm like, damn, like, I really need Jimmy Butler right now because like everybody's moving, everybody's getting it. And like, I need that defensive stopper in Jimmy Butler that could have tried to contain SGA and like not having Jimmy is just like it's bad.
But y'all have been wavering the storm without him, though.
That's true, but like I don't know. I feel like things can only get a lot better if we have Jimmy.
The one thing I will say, and I really noticed this when I watched when y'all played us. It was last week, I think.
I think it was last week.
Yeah. Y'all were able to win. I thought we had a chance to win that game,
I thought
but
y'all did too, because Sengun was starting to come back, and I'm like, yo, like, are y'all serious?
I mean, we're a feisty team.
Absolutely.
But what I was gonna say is Jaime Haka is like he's getting more and more chance to flourish, and he's already a 4-year college player. This is only gonna benefit him getting ready for like a playoff run because I think there's a lot of teams in the East when they think about the contenders. Like I know Jimmy's hurt right now. He should be back by then. We're expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone kind of has that fear in their heart for Miami because we've seen it before. They just come out of nowhere and y'all. a very serious playoff team. I would say contender unless proven otherwise. But
No, that's true. I mean, like the only thing that worries me is that you see a lot of these young teams coming up. The Pacers are here. The Magic are fighting for a playoff spot. Like the Hawks are nobody to joke with. Like it's so like close in the East. What I try to say about the Miami Heat, yes, we make deep playoffs runs, but we can't make a playoff run if we don't make the playoffs. Like I understand we like to cruise during the regular season.
that's that's what I try to tell to Lakers fans. Like y'all need to be a confirmed playoff team before y'all keep talking the way y'all talk right now. Because y'all are,
Exactly.
what are they, still the ninth seed right now?
Yeah.
It's
They're like,
it's
oh yeah, that's a plan. We'll be good. Nah, bro. Like, hell no.
yeah,
Like,
it's I trust the Heat a lot more, given it is in the East, slightly easier in
yeah.
that conference. But my
And plus,
Lakers hate's coming out.
like, I don't like being a lower seed because then you have to see the Bucks in probably the first or the second round. Then the next round you got to see the maybe the Sixers, maybe like between Boston, Philly, between Boston, Philly, and Milwaukee, you have to see at least two of them if you're a lower seed. And I'd rather only see one.
This year, I would favor y'all still healthy. Obviously, I would still favor
Absolutely.
y'all over the Sixers,
Mhm.
over the Knicks. I would favor y'all over the Bucks. I don't know why. I'm not a honest guy. I'm not a Dame guy either. But
You're hurting me right now. You're hurting me. Why are you telling me that? You can't.
Dame, he broke my heart when he beat us 2014. Was it 2014, that game winner with the
Oh,
Rockets?
oh yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But yeah, anyways, but no, that would be a great series. The Bucks and Heat, that's a toss up. Healthy, that's a toss up because that they've been going back and forth for years, and Bucks can't defend anything. But
Absolutely.
what I'm trying to get to is the Celtics, though. I think they finally have the upper hand over y'all because of the Porzingis addition and the moves they made. They had the best offseason, in my opinion.
Derek
And
White is having a great year.
I was just about to say Derek White. He wasn't an offseason move, but this man shaved his head and like went up
That's
3 tiers. I don't
superpowers.
know. Yeah, I don't know what he did, but he's amazing. So I think Boston's probably the favorite to come out of the East, but I think it's you guys, and it's not like disrespectful to say the Heat, like the Sixers and the Bucks. Like, granted, they won a championship 2 years ago. Like, they still need to prove to me again that they can get back there or get to that level. Sixers got to prove that they can even get past the second round. I trust the Heat a
Exactly.
lot more.
Exactly. Like my thing that like people don't understand, like when you look at the top teams in the East, like you have to think nobody has more playoff experience in these past like 5 or 6 years than the Miami Heat. Like we've won playoff after playoff. Like just in these past 4 years alone, you got NBA Finals bouncing the first round, ECF Game 7, NBA Finals. Like we've been through hell and back. We've made it as a 1 seed. We've made it as a 5 seed. We made it as an eighth seed. Like
Yeah.
nobody goes through more adversity than we do. Like that's what people don't understand. They're like, oh yeah, the Celtics are built better, but like we do this. I'm not trying to like gas us, but like we do
No,
this.
yeah,
Like we do
you're
this
valid.
every year.
I mean, you're preaching to the choir here. I think it's Twitter you need to talk to because they're gonna just disregard and then y'all
They
make a
always
run and be like,
do.
oh no, we knew. Like, no, y'all didn't. Like, y'all look at the regular season. I always say like the Clippers they don't care about the regular season because they don't need to.
Exactly.
They'll be without Kawhi, without PG. Ty Lue's gonna have that team a 6 seed or higher. Like, I trust him. And now they're gonna be even higher than that because they have so much depth. And
Absolutely.
I think, Jaime, he's helped that. Tyler Hero being healthy, that helps that. So I feel like you guys, once Jimmy just gets back to playing consistently, y'all should be a top 6 seed. I wouldn't say, like, I would be kind of disappointed if y'all were any lower than that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I would be too. And like just to touch on Jaime real quick, like you did before. Like when it comes to Jaime Jaquez, like I just found out he's leading the Miami Heat in minutes, and he's leading the entire NBA in fourth quarter minutes. So like the kid's a baller. The kid's a gamer. And for you to come in as a rookie and to have one of the best coaches in the NBA put his faith in you and Eric Spoelstra so early in your career, like that says a lot. And it's crazy because I like we were just like you were talking about Twitter. It's crazy because when we picked Jaime, I was like, yes, I love the kid. I think he's great. He fits Miami perfectly. The amount of mentions I had talking about, yo, this kid's old as hell. Why would y'all pick him? He's not gonna help y'all. Like, he's dirty. Like, you could have picked Cam Whitmore. Look what's going on now. We talking about Jaime Jaquez, top 3 rookie of the year candidate.
Easily, yeah.
He's probably not gonna win it over Chet or Victor.
No.
Like Victor's got the hype and Chet's got Chet's got the winning. Like
Yeah.
their team is just old. Like he's got the team success. But like,
but he's up. He's right there though. Like
absolutely, like
no one was expecting that.
yeah, like I would never wish on anybody's downfall. But like if Chet misses too many games, or same thing with Victor, Jaime could sneak in and win that award.
Yeah, we've seen crazier things happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like again, I would never wish on somebody's downfall. I think Chet is super great. I think Victor's pretty good. Victor still needs a little bit, but like listen, man.
Spurs got to win 10 games and he's got it locked, bro.
Yeah, probably. Like listen, Jaime Jaquez all rookie first team. That's it.
Oh yeah, we did a top 10 under 23 yesterday and I had Jaime in my top 10. It might have been a little too high because I forgot Chet and I ended up saying, okay, I'm gonna put Chet instead, but he's right there. Like he's
no, I get it. Yeah.
At worst 11 or 12.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. Like, damn, I wish I was on that show. I would have did that. That would have been great. Nah, it's all good. But just to get into the next thing on the NBA topic is the big thing that everybody's talking about now is the trade deadline. Trade deadline is another thing that comes up in February. February is like a big month when it comes to basketball. All-Star trade deadline. Guys start to make playoff moves, playoff push. So I have a list of players in front of me that I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna give names. You're gonna tell me keep or you trade, and you got to tell me why.
Okay, yeah. Let's lock in.
Okay. So obviously the first one that everybody's been talking about, Pascal Siakam.
That one's tough. So I can only say keep or trade.
Yes, keep or trade. I was thinking about walk, like you let him walk at free agency, but like not everybody's on an expiring deal.
Yeah, that wouldn't be smart because you could get something for him. You got to trade him.
Either you keep him for the rest of the year, or you trade him and you get assets back.
If you're a contender, you keep him, but they're not. So you got to trade him.
Mm-hmm.
The tough part is where does he fit? Because I don't think he's a seamless fit really anywheres.
So
I've heard Dallas.
I was just about to say I've heard a lot of Dallas.
But even it's not honestly, that's not moving me though. Like if he goes to Dallas, it's cool, but he's not making them making them jump another level unless they could go out there and prove me wrong. I just don't think Luka, like he adjusted to playing with Kyrie, but I don't trust him to play with another star. Like someone's not going to be getting the ball. And I don't think Pascal will be happy. He might stay there and then walk. So it's a risk for any team really trading for him.
Yeah, I said it. I said it when the Mavs traded for Kyrie. This is not going to work with Kyrie and Luka. Like I think when it comes to Luka, I think you have to put him next to a big star, like somebody who's not going to interfere with what Luka's doing. Like I think, like obviously this is a hypothetical. I think you have to put Luka with somebody like an Anthony Davis, with like a Bam Adebayo.
They tried that with Porzingis, and
but there's levels.
It is, but I'm just giving an example of style of player.
Absolutely, yeah.
In my opinion, it worked, but Luka was home, bro. Like him and what's the name of the Mavericks old coach? Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle.
They just kept playing Luka ball, and it's like y'all had something there, and y'all didn't.
But you don't think Jason Kidd could be different?
Yeah, I think he
Like
could.
I like Jason Kidd as a coach. I liked him when he coached in Milwaukee. I thought that was a great fit. The way he coached Giannis, the way he took care of that team, and now you bring him to Dallas, and now he's got to work with Luka, Kyrie, and then you give him a Pascal. I mean, I get what you're saying. For me, it's the spacing.
They
Like,
needed OG. That's what they
yes,
needed.
absolutely. Everybody needs OG. I'm gonna tell you that right now. OG
Yeah.
is a one in a player that every team can use. Like we're talking about guards multiple positions, always a top 5 guys in steals. He can shoot the 3 ball at a high clip. Like, I'm just glad he's in New York.
Yeah,
But
the Mavericks, they don't need another guy that wants the ball in his hands. They need, and they can't have him, but they need like a Dylan Brooks or something like that, or a OG and an Obi, someone who's going to, not take too many shots away, you
who
know,
can feed off of Luka.
yeah, set the tone for games and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
all,
why I
all,
like. That's why I liked. Before they got Kyrie, I loved Hardaway Jr. I thought Hardaway Jr. was great next to Luka, but then you get Kyrie and you put him on the bench, and then now it's like, okay, instead of catch and shoots, like now you got to score at will. Like, nah, like that's a big difference.
yeah,
And you saw the way Tim Hardaway was when he was in New York, when he was a score at will kind of guy. It did not work.
yeah, he had a little bit more success in Atlanta because he didn't really.
Atlanta too, yeah.
Yeah.
He played in Atlanta. That's crazy.
But yeah, if just the Raptors have to trade him, they can't keep him.
Absolutely, yeah. So my next one I have is DeJounte Murray.
Look, man, I don't watch Hawks basketball, bro. I don't know. Like I hear these. I know like the fit is not perfect, and I know the style of player. He's not a spacer. He's definitely a step down defensively. He's not the player he was in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because like I said, I haven't watched enough. I don't know where he would fit. I really don't. It's so tough. Like
I think when you look at DeJounte, I think if you put him somewhere that he takes a lesser role, he can find himself defensively again. Like I've seen a lot of like him late.
Pelicans,
What?
Pelicans, maybe.
I didn't even think about that. That's not a bad fit. Him next to CJ, I think would be nice.
Yeah, I was
My
thinking you
fit.
might have to trade CJ in that, but I don't know.
You think so?
I mean, because
Nah.
who the Hawks getting back in that?
Um.
You're not getting Trey Murphy.
I was
Not
just about
getting
to
Brandon Ingram.
What if you trade Zion?
I'm not a Zion guy.
I'm not a Zion guy.
That's a
I'm not
terrible
a
trade.
Zion guy.
Someone's getting fired if they make that trade, bro.
That's very true. I mean, like DeJounte, like one other player and some picks for Zion. You slide BI to the 4. Nah, I don't like the 4, but like.
No, they got to keep Zion. I think they should keep Zion.
Okay. All right.
Maybe Trey. You might be right with Trey.
Maybe I'm tweaking.
And it's not that. It's just like we're trying to figure out who, because you got to make money work, and it's just the name Zion and DeJounte. Like that don't sound right. You don't make that trade.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not trying to like. I've seen it on like Twitter. I do think he fits with the Lakers because you look at the Lakers, like they don't have a lot of perimeter defense. I think if you bring in DeJounte, he would have to look around, be like, "There's LeBron, there's AD. I'm not going to score that much. Let me lock in on defense."
But he can't shoot consistently.
Neither can Cam. Neither can AR. Well,
I know they're horrible.
Neither can Cam. Neither can Torian Prince. None of them can shoot.
They got Max Christie. He needs to be playing more, but it's not a good fit. We're talking about a guy who's not going to get traded. I mean, we're talking about a guy who's going to get traded most likely in DeJounte Murray. I'm just watching the Rockets game right here too, but like I keep seeing Fred VanVleet, and
he's not getting traded.
No, but you can't tell me there's a bunch of teams saying, "Fuck, we should have made an offer at Fred VanVleet, bro." Because what he's doing is like if Fred VanVleet was on the Lakers right now, he would be the perfect fit. That's what they're missing. So I'm so glad we got him, took him off the market. Like,
I wanted him to. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah,
I
he
think Fred is great.
yeah, everyone was talking like, "Oh, man, Fred VanVleet, like, he just hit a clutch ass 3 right now, bro." Because I was getting stressed out. I don't know if you could tell or not, because we might lose to the Pistons. But yeah, Fred, he's my guy. I was skeptical, but I'm like, man, great signing. Great
No, yeah,
signing.
when you guys signed Fred, everybody's like, "Oh, they overpaid him." I'm like, "Nah, Fred is nice.
That's the
Like,
market.
don't sleep."
Yeah, that's the money that people get now, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone got a raise. The janitors, everyone got a raise, bro.
All right, so the next name I have Donovan Mitchell.
I don't know. Well, what's his contract?
His contract's up at the end of the year.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I
His
don't know,
contract
man.
up at the end of the year.
I feel like he's the type of guy that would leave.
If you don't trade him, right? Because he already said he's not signing his extension.
Okay, yeah, then you really have to consider trading him.
But then you also got to remember, a lot of guys say they're not signing their extension. They go into free agency and they re-sign with the team for more money.
That's only when they can offer you them the most money, which I'm not sure if they can or not. I would assume so, because most times that's what happens. But
That's true. You have to worry about Mobley's rookie extension. You have to pay Garland.
yeah, I think you should trade him probably, because he doesn't seem like a guy who wants to be in Cleveland long term.
True.
I mean, neither would I, unless I was, unless LeBron was still there. But
Yeah.
we never seen anybody go sign in Cleveland unless it was LeBron or someone coming to join him.
Yeah. Well, Max Strus, but I get it.
Oh no, respect Max Strus, but like,
Absolutely. No, I get what you're saying.
yeah,
I'm
like, big time free agents.
absolutely. So so I'm gonna put these two together because they're on the same team. I got DeMar and Zach.
DeMar to me doesn't have a whole lot of value. Not to
Mm-hmm.
say he's not good anymore. I just don't think teams are interested in him. I think the Warriors should trade for Zach LaVine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm done with Clay, bro. It's
Well,
done.
Clay, yes, I understand.
Just swap it, bro. Just send him to Chicago. Understand that he will only be there for the remainder of the season. Let him walk and save your money to try to,
Bring him
open
back.
up cap space. No, I mean like just the Bulls just open up some cap space, and maybe the Bulls are a decent destination. Like I feel like guys don't mind playing. They would prefer to play in Chicago over like, Utah or
Absolutely.
some of these other small markets. So I just think the Warriors need some kind of spark, some kind of revamp, and I think Clay's cooked. I think
Absolutely. I think so too.
and
I think Clay's time as a Warrior is done.
he can come back when he's done. When he's retired, just come back, bro. We'll sign you for cheap so you can end your career as a Warrior.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Zach, I think if he looks around and is like, okay, I'm playing with Steph Curry now, like I think he would lock in.
Yeah. But you don't think the Warrior season is over?
Not if they trade for Zach, they can come back, I think.
Okay. That's not bad. I've never heard the Warriors trade. I've actually never heard that before. I think when it comes to the Bulls, like you said, DeMar, I don't think has a lot of value. I think you keep DeMar and you trade Zach. I just don't know where. I don't know where you trade Zach.
It's a lot of these guys, a lot of these contender teams, they need role players that just fit.
Yes,
And
I wanted Zach in Miami, but I I think we desperately need a point guard. I think we need a point guard, like yesterday.
get Chris Paul.
No, I love CP. I think he's great, but I'm not because he's not wearing number 3.
Nah, well, he wouldn't do that no, they wouldn't allow that. Bro,
But
we just had a conversation yesterday about is it disrespectful that the Nuggets gave Jokic Carmelo's number?
no,
You don't think so?
no, I don't think so.
You don't respect Melo?
Of course I respect I'm a New York Knick. Like, come on now, like I grew up watching Knicks tape, like Carmelo, Iman, Jr. Raymond Felton, Tyson Chandler, like
Jeremy Lin, yeah.
Jeremy Lin, Lin Sanity, like, bro, that was amazing.
You know
Wilson,
who was my guy back then?
oh boy,
What was his name, bro?
Wilson
Was it
Chandler.
no, was it Henry Walker? Something Walker, bro. He was a role player.
I think I know who you're talking about. I just don't think his first name's Henry.
It's not Henry then.
No.
What was his name? I'm gonna look it up right now because he was my guy, dude.
But nah, like when I don't think it's disrespectful because like as much as Melo like did for the Nuggets.
It is Henry Walker. Sorry.
Oh, it is Henry Walker. So you're right.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
But
My bad.
nah, you good. So I think when it comes to Melo and the whole Detroit Denver thing, I think Melo did his thing, but they never really planned on keeping him anyway. I think there's always been a disconnect between Melo and the Nuggets organization. So
He created it though. I will say
no,
that he
absolutely.
created that because he wanted to get out of there. But I still think like I don't know. But the more I think about it, the more I start to agree with you.
I feel you. No, yeah, especially because I just saw a video that Nikola Jokic has been wearing 15 since he was a child.
Okay.
Yeah, because you got to think when he was playing in Serbia that like how like when you play like rec leagues or AAU, like every time you pick a number, like the numbers get bigger and the jerseys get bigger in size. So he was
Mhm.
always the biggest guy on his team, so he always had to wear the largest number, and it was always 15.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
he wore 15 all his life, came into the league, he was like, "Yeah, I want number 15," and he's been wearing it since.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, I'm starting to. I see it now. I didn't agree with it at first because I was being nostalgic. I grew up watching Melo.
No, absolutely.
I remember when he had that dunk with no shoe on. That was crazy. He was just their first like real iconic player. I think.
Yeah.
I'm probably disrespecting some old '90s and '80s Nuggets, but for my time, that was.
Absolutely. But I do think that I am glad that like nobody in New York has worn number 7. I know they're gonna retire his jersey. Like it's just a matter of time.
That reminds me of something that happened when Carmelo was going into free agency. I think it
Mhm.
was the 2014 off season, and we had just signed Jeremy Lin. Like he had just played his second season with us, I want to say.
Yeah.
And we were trying to get Melo, and they put up a billboard in Houston of Carmelo Anthony wearing number 7, Jeremy Lin's number. There, bro, that was made me
That,
laugh so hard.
that's wild. And then he ended up joining you guys anyway later on.
Yeah, like 5 years, nah, like 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years later.
Bro, when we signed
He only
Melo, I
played
was
like
like,
4 or 5 games.
and he was not bad, bro.
No, he wasn't.
He was fine.
I thought it was I thought when they were like, "Yeah, we're trading Carmelo, we're sitting him." I'm like, "Why are you sitting him? What?" Like, I thought he
Yeah,
was good. I thought he was. He wasn't great. He was good in OKC. He went to you guys. He still had enough left in the tank, and then they just sat him. And I was like, "Nah, this is crazy."
it was disrespectful. It was bad.
Absolutely. But nah, I got a couple. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 names left on this segment for the trade deadline. All right. So now I just got a little like I went over like the big name guys. Now I got a couple like under the radar kind of guys. So I got Buddy Hield,
A lot of teams could use Buddy Hield.
and he's asked for a trade since the summer.
Trade him. Don't keep him. Just trade him.
Mm-hmm.
He's, is he shooting over 40% from 3-point? He's got to
I
be.
think I think 43.
Okay, he's him. But there's like 50 guys right now shooting 40% from 3. You can replace him, I think, especially if he's not happy there.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers probably gonna want him because they need shooters.
The Lakers need
Um,
everything. No, I'm just kidding.
the Suns should look into that. The Bucks probably should look into that.
No, Bucks need defense, perimeter defense,
They could use an extra shooter though. I mean, they got Malik Beasley.
and they have
Mm,
Damian Lillard.
yeah, I'm just like they just need more depth.
I feel. Oh yeah. When you look at it from that aspect, then yes, they do need more depth. All right. So my next one I have is Andrew Wiggins.
That man is mid, bro. I don't know. He fell off badly. I don't know what happened to him, bro. When he came back last year or that year, was it last year?
I think last year.
Yeah, because he missed a lot of time and he came back and he was fine. So I don't know what's going on. I think Steve Kerr is a fraud. That's a whole nother
I've been
topic.
saying that. I've been saying that.
How long have you been saying that?
I've been saying Steve Kerr is a fraud since he won his first championship.
Okay,
Because here's my thing. When people talk about Steve Kerr, they're like, "Oh, Steve Kerr is a top 5 coach in the NBA." I'm like, "No, he's not." Because when you look at Steve Kerr, when he started as a coach for the Warriors, who was before him? Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson made Steph Curry. Mark Jackson made Klay Thompson.
I want to say made.
Not made. Okay, relax. Let me calm down.
You said
Mark,
that.
Mark Jackson brought, like, I don't want to say culture, but like he brought the system to the Warriors. So like the elevator plays, like all that, like he showed the world who Steph Curry really is, who the Warriors really were. He did all that, gets fired. Steve Kerr walks in, he's like, "All right, I'm gonna use this." Wins a ring. Next year gets Kevin. This is my show, but I'm gonna curse. He gets Kevin fucking Durant. KD walks them to 2 rings. And then last year, 2 years ago, you trade for Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is a fucking star. Steph Curry goes all worldly, and you win another one. Not one thing did I hear about Steve Kerr. Terrible.
I remember when Luke Walton was filling in for him when he took that long break. I don't remember what season it was. I think it was a KD year, and they were fine. They were just
They
as
were
good.
still winning games.
Yeah, I remember when Kyrie said they didn't need a coach. That wasn't true. The Warriors, they don't need a coach. Like
Kyrie.
you and me could be standing out there just in suits and they'd be fine, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like the Warriors, like Steve Kerr walked in and everything was on a platter for him. He's just a player's coach. He's not an X's and O's guy. He's not, no. He's
I
a
don't even think he's a good locker room guy. He don't take no accountability. He doesn't like stand up
exactly
to players.
That comment he said the other day, and he was talking about, "Oh, we're all discombobulated." I'm like, bro, you don't say that on live TV. You're the Golden State Warriors. You have Steph Curry. You don't say that shit. You don't say stuff like that. Like,
I think he also made that comment about Kuminga and Moody complaining about their minutes, and he was saying like, "Oh, I complained. I was never happy with my minutes and stuff." It's like, dude,
it's not about you.
yeah, you're favoring. I forget the name of the rookie, but he's starting to play more over Moody, who's been there for like 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that makes me mad is I was watching Pick a Side. Shout out to those guys over there. Appreciate y'all. I was watching Pick a Side, and Riv brought up a valid point that there have been numerous times where I think Kuminga said in an interview, or he said it somewhere, that like Kuminga and Moody will get subbed out, and most coaches will tell you, "Listen, we subbed you out because of this, that, this, that." Steve Kerr does not do that. Like, how do you expect to grow the youth if you don't tell them what's going on?
That's spot on too.
Like, that's really
whenever I watch Rockets games, we didn't get that with Steven Silas. It was more he would like sub him out. He would pat the guy on the knee like you're good, you're good. Like no, we need a little bit
and
more than
Steven
that.
Silas no longer has a job.
Yeah, but Udoka he does that immediately. He's, come here, don't do that again. Go sit down and watch him do it the right way. That's how you're supposed to coach. It's that's simple. Like if you can't communicate with players. Because you don't have Prime Curry, Prime Clay, and Prime Dre and Prime KD anymore. Like you're kind of getting exposed as a fraud.
Exactly. So, like Draymond is out here punching people. Clay is walking around with a walker, and Steph is still being Steph. Like, bro, like think with your head. That man should be. I'm gonna throw a hot take. Steve Kerr should not have a job at the end of the season. If the Warriors don't make the playoffs, he should get fired.
But he's going to probably remove himself first.
Oh, we're going to mutually part ways. Yeah, right. My ass.
That's what the GM kind of did. He stepped away because I think he saw, all right,
Bro, what
just
was going on?
yeah.
Bro. Oh my God, I can't. All right. My last three names I got D'Angelo Russell.
Terrible signing. I don't know why they did that. I told Julio and Jason, I was like, I don't hate this signing. Y'all need Dennis Schroeder, but what do I know? I'm just a Lakers hater. I don't like. It's not that I don't like D'Lo. I don't like him for the Lakers. He has this. I'm a former All Star. Like I'm a second overall pick. I'm D'Angelo Russell. Like bro, you're
He
a
had
role
one.
player, dude.
He had one All Star as a bench player, and
And he
he's
got in because someone got injured. Like you had a good year that year in Brooklyn.
mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I just didn't like that signing for them. I think someone could trade for him. It's more about the Lakers wanting to trade him because they don't. He doesn't fit, in my opinion.
Okay. My last, second to last one, I got John Collins.
I don't watch Jazz games, bro. I said I was. This offseason, I was like, man, they're gonna be one of my
I thought that was a terrible signing.
trade. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I have no real input on that.
Mm,
I would watch them more if Osha Agbaji would play more, but he
true.
doesn't play like he was last year.
I
So I
only
guess
I only watch Jazz games because Keontae George is starting point guard. So
yeah, I'll try to keep up with his highlights, but like I'm not locked in on what's going on with the Jazz.
yeah.
So is the last guy Laurie?
No. I actually just wrote Laurie down. I was about to ask you about him too. Like, do you feel Laurie should be traded, or you feel like he should stay?
I think they should keep him.
Yeah, because I know a lot of teams could use him.
I'll say this: the big team, the one team that everyone's trying to make a big case for is OKC. I think it would be a mistake to trade for him.
You think
I
so?
think he does fit. He does. Would he help them? Yes, but long term, this is gonna just mess up what you guys have built. Like Jalen Williams, Chet, SGA, and Lou Dort are your cornerstone guys. If you bring
Especially because
in,
I think two of those guys have to be in that trade.
and that would hurt them.
Yes.
I think if I'm an OKC fan, I'd keep the core that I have. Those four guys, they're locked in. You bring in Laurie, you're gonna have to pay him, so then someone's not gonna get paid.
Yeah.
And Lou's very valuable. J-Dub, we haven't even seen anything close to his full potential.
He was killing us the other day.
Yeah, and SGA is going to be a top 10 player. And Chet, he has top 10 player potential too. You don't really need Laurie. What they need to do is go get a big man. Go get Andre Drummond. Go get, Mason Plumlee or something like that. Someone, a big to help you out in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be a mistake, honestly, to trade for Laurie.
Yeah. Nah. So my last name is Tyus Jones.
The Heat, probably.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
I need that guy. I need that guy in the Miami Heat uniform.
But who would be in that trade?
For Tyus, I think you give up Jovic and 2 seconds.
Okay.
I think Jovic in 2 seconds.
Yeah, the Wizards aren't in any hurry to. We need someone back. Like
exactly.
They're mid. They're less than mid, but the Heat would definitely love that. I know you would love that. Definitely an upgrade over Kyle Lowry.
I love Kyle, but
he's a legend, but it's cooked, man.
Yeah, like he plays well. He's great. I love Kyle. Love what he brings to the locker room. I love what he does on the floor, but like, bro, there are moments I'm watching the game and I'm like, Kyle, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, he's just
like defensively, he's great.
Yeah, he's still smart. He still makes the right plays. He's
he
a good leader.
He does all that.
Yeah,
but like
he can't play a lot of minutes in the playoffs. He just can't. It's you need to bring someone else in there, younger, steadier, a little more athletic. I think Tyus Jones is actually a great fit for you guys.
Yes, I think so too. Like, if
one of my all-time favorite playoff series was, I think it's Toronto versus Heat 2019 or 2018 or 2017 was when Wade was still playing. And Lowry had a great series versus, was it you guys?
Yeah,
the Bulls.
No, I think it was against us because that was one of the games we were about to seal it,
and he hit like a crazy
Kyle Lowry hit a fucking half-court heave.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
And they won the game. And I was looking, I was like, are you serious? Like, did he really just make that shit?
That was like Wade's last good playoff run.
Yeah. I'm so mad. But no, yeah, I think Tyus would be great for us. Like, if I'm the Miami Heat, I'm calling the Washington Wizards. What do you want? What do you want for Tyus Jones? Say Tyler here? Fuck no.
One
Try
first
again.
round pick, you think?
I give up 2 first-round picks for Tyus Jones.
That seems like a lot, especially if you're getting up Jovic.
Yeah,
Jovic, a first rounder, a second rounder, and whatever else it takes to fill up the money.
exactly. We might not even have to give up Jovic. Because I do like Jovic because lately he's been playing really well next to Bam. So I think he's played really well. I think Highsmith's played really well, especially because, we like to play small ball. So I think he's played really well. Honestly, if we can get Tyus and not have to give up a player, I would love that too.
What if they ask for Jaime? You hanging up the phone?
Hell, if they say hi, click. You must be dumb. I think
No, that wouldn't happen.
I think when it comes to the Miami Heat, obviously you don't trade Jimmy Butler. Obviously you don't trade Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero, for only specific people. Jaime's not. You asked for Jaime Jaquez, I'm hanging up the phone.
What about Richardson?
I thought he's on the. I'll throw him in the trade.
Yeah.
I think Richardson is great. I think he had his best years in Miami, and he's having a great year this year. But if we're gonna get a piece that's gonna put us over the hump, I would throw him in the trade. Depending on who it is.
No, that's a fair trade. No, I don't.
Yeah.
He is having a better year because he was like becoming a big time, just like bench guy. But being back in Miami, Spoelstra, I figured he'd be, he'd maximize his value.
He's turned into a primary defender, and he's making a lot more shots.
And that's what he was when he was with y'all the first time.
Exactly. So I think that the reason why that's another reason why I'm okay with trading Richardson, because like if you look at the basis of his career, he has not had much success outside of a Miami uniform. So nobody else knows how to play him. So if I'm Richardson, if I'm the Miami Heat, I would trade Richardson, watch him get waived, and he'll come right back. He'll come right back.
You put a lot of thought into that.
Absolutely. I just thought about that. I'm like, yo, like if we let him go, he would come back. Especially because him and Bam are like this.
Yeah, I mean, that's not crazy.
Yeah. But no, all jokes aside, I need Tyus Jones in a Miami Heat uniform.
Yeah, no, y'all need a point guard.
Yes. Yeah, we just need a point guard, period. I love Tyler. Tyler's not a 1. Tyler is not a 1. All right. So last thing about the NBA topic, I got some NBA trivia. So I got 5 players. I'm going to give you the career path, the list of teams, and you just got to tell me who's the player.
I'm ready, man. I told you before the show started, I'm ready, bro.
So I think John went, last time I had John on the show, John went 4 for 4, I think.
Oh, he went 4 for 4.
Or I think he missed one. No, because one of them, he was like, I think it's this guy, but it's not him, but I'm going to go with him. I'm like, okay, you got it right. Trust your gut.
Okay, so he went perfect.
He went perfect.
John, that's my brother right there, man. So I can't. Damn, now I got you putting pressure on me now.
So the only thing about John is that I did all active players, so it made it a little easier on him.
Okay.
But you told me before the show that you was gonna cook.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Now
no,
I got 5 players, 2 guys that are still playing, and 3 retired players.
I love that just the same. So as long as it's not no 80s or 90s, dude.
No.
Okay, yeah. See, we're good.
All right. So pick a number between 1 through 5.
3.
Okay, cool. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So I got Dallas, Phoenix, Brooklyn, Dallas, New York.
Dallas, Phoenix, Brooklyn,
Dallas again, and New York.
Is this an active player?
No.
Okay.
That's the only hint I'll give you.
Dallas, Phoenix.
Dallas, Phoenix, Brooklyn, Dallas, New York. I'm sorry. Wait. Let me rephrase it. So you got the Mavericks. Okay, instead of Brooklyn, it's just the Nets.
Okay, the Nets. Like I was thinking Brooklyn, it's the Nets. Dallas. Is it Devin Harris? No, it's not Devin Harris. No, sorry, it's not Devin Harris. It's not Devin Harris.
Yeah, because Devin Harris never played in New York.
Yeah, and he didn't play in Phoenix either, right?
No, he didn't.
Bro, who is it? That's crazy. I'm not getting it.
This is a tough one.
Can you give me the position? That's the only hint I'll ask for.
Okay, point guard. I think what messed me up was when I was telling you is I'm gonna give you a hint. This might give it away, but I said Brooklyn. Where were the Nets before Brooklyn?
It's New Jersey, so
Okay.
I don't know why I stomped so hard right now.
At least you knew.
Damn, Johnson.
Ah.
Who is it?
It's Jason Kidd.
Oh, I was thinking too new, like I was thinking too like modern. I don't know why. Still,
Nah, it's all good. That was a good one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right, so you got 1, 2, 4, and 5.
1, 2. Just do 1.
All right.
You said John got 4 right though, right?
Yes.
Okay,
4
so
out
you
of
gave
4.
me 5, so I got to go 4 here. I got to go.
Absolutely. All right, so you got Indiana, OKC, Clippers.
Indiana, OKC, Clippers. Is active or not?
Active.
OKC.
This is the easy one.
Oh, that's Paul George.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. See, I'm thinking too hard. I was thinking way too hard.
You're thinking about it too much.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 2, 4, and 5.
2.
Okay. All right, word. So you got Minnesota, Boston, Brooklyn.
That's KG.
Damn, bro, you ain't gonna finish.
That's my guy. It's my favorite player.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. All right, so you got 4 and 5.
4.
Word. All right, good. Because 5 is my favorite. One of my favorite players.
Okay.
All right. So you got New York, Denver, the Clippers, OKC, Atlanta, Washington.
New York. Denver.
It's a long one.
Is that Danilo Gallinari?
Yep. That's Gallo.
I will only question because he was on Boston, but he didn't play. So I'm assuming that's why he didn't say Boston. Okay.
Yeah, I left out Boston because he didn't play in Boston.
Okay, cool.
All right. So this is one of my this is one of my favorite players. I watched him growing up and I idolized my game after him, like when I play. All right, so he's inactive. He's retired.
Okay, cool.
So you got New Orleans. New Orleans Hornets, Denver Nuggets, the New York Knicks.
J.R. Smith.
Fuck, bro, you can't even let me finish.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Nah. That was a good one. I'm glad you got that one. See,
a lot of people don't remember he played for the Hornets.
Exactly, he got drafted there. He wore number 23. My dog. Damn, I can't believe you got that. That was a good one.
Damn, I wish I would have got that first one.
The Jason Kidd one?
Yeah, I was expecting you to ask me about some role players, and you had like most of these guys were starters. So
yeah,
I was thinking too hard. I was like,
I was thinking about that too, like doing like no name guys. Like when John looked at me, he was like, "I got one for you," and he gave me this whole list. I was like, "That's Jay Crowder." I knew that. He was like, "Oh, not a lot of people knew he played in Memphis." I'm like, "What you talking about?" Like what?
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
it was that, and that he played in Dallas. He started in Dallas.
Yeah, no, I love doing the hoop grid stuff like this. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's my thing.
yeah. I do Pirtles still every day.
Well, what is that one?
That's the one where they show you the silhouette and you have to guess the player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
I'll
try
look at
not to
that.
look at the silhouette because it's easy. Yeah,
I have to try that.
I usually just start I start out, I put a random player, first player that comes to mind, and they tell you if they're like Eastern Conference, Western Conference, all that. Yeah. That joint is
That's
real.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I
All
will
right.
tell you, I got like 15 minutes here before I have to head out. So
Oh,
I just want
word.
to let you know before you know.
Nah, it's all good. So I'm gonna let you pick the last thing you want to talk about before we leave. So this is an NFL topic. So the last thing I want to talk about before you leave. So I got two things. I got three things. I got the wild card weekend, the head coaching jobs, and the NFL draft.
Wild card
Wild
weekend.
card weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. So I already locked in my bets. I want to hear what you got. I'm gonna throw a matchup at you, and you gotta tell me who you going for and why.
All right, let's do it.
All right. All right. So first one, Houston, Cleveland.
Man, this is one of the toughest matchups of the weekend. And I was telling Jason and some of the other guys, it would be cool if Watson was playing. It was just the energy in that building would be insane.
Yeah.
The negative energy would be insane. Like, and already is going to be kind of crazy in there just because uh, Houston they haven't had the playoffs in like 4 or 5 years, so they've been itching for that. And given they weren't expecting it this year,
Yeah.
this game is gonna be CJ Stroud's biggest test easily. Um, that Jets game just comes to mind when I think about this one. You're going up against an elite defense.
But not an elite secondary.
Yeah, yeah.
A secondary is not as elite as the Jets. The front seven, yes, definitely. But the
No, you're
way
cooking. You're right. You're right.
yeah,
So
but the way you I'm sorry to cut you off.
no, you're
Cuz I
fine.
cuz I'm you didn't make your pick yet, but I'm going with Houston. Because when you look at the way CJ Stroud has played, one of the things that people rave about is how quickly he gets the ball out of his hands in the pocket. And TJ Watt is not playing. I'm sorry, we're talking about the Browns. I'm bugging.
Ward.
Wow, that was crazy. Yes, you have Miles Garrett on the edge, but the way CJ can get the ball out of his hands quickly, I don't think it's going to be an issue for him. I think they're probably going to run a lot of checkdowns. He'll have his time in the pocket, and I just think that like the way he's playing this year, I think he can win the playoff game. He's better than Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Like like Joe Flacco cooked the past couple weeks, but we're talking about CJ Stroud. Like CJ Stroud is arguably now a top 10 quarterback in his first season in the NFL.
yeah, and from what I've seen, when the Texans get turnovers, which we know Joe Flacco is probably going to throw at least one pick, they capitalize the energy. That's what they feed off of. So I think that'll
Ooh,
happen. I think that'll swing the game. I think the
yeah,
Browns, who are a more experienced team, will come out and punch them in the mouth, and then the Texans will,
bounce
they'll
back.
regroup and they'll win that game. So
Absolutely.
I am going with the Texans.
Yeah. Okay. I went with the Texans as well. So next one I got KC Miami.
KC is gonna. I might be a blow. I don't know. I'm taking KC.
That's crazy because I took Miami.
You are?
I'm taking Miami because of the weather. And like I understand Pat Mahomes is that dude, but when you look at the Miami Dolphins, I know that they love to pass. Mike McDaniel has to know that Tua does not play well in cold weather. But when you look at the duo of running backs that they have in Raheem Mostert, who led the league in rushing touchdowns,
Is he
um,
playing though?
that's a big question. He might play, he might not play. I didn't get a report yet. But when you look at I think it's like Arcane. He's been that guy. He's been their running leader. So I
He's
think if they rush the ball, you limit Tua to like check downs to Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. I think they can win this game.
there's definitely a recipe. A chain. I think that's how you say it. A chain.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's number one in yards per carry, and he was injured a lot of the season. He didn't even carry the ball that many times, but he
Mhm.
was that impactful as a rookie. I was locked in on him because I had him on my fantasy team. So even if it's Jeff Wilson and a chain, or if it's all three of them or Mostert plays, you're right. That run game can be overwhelming, and they can feed off that and maybe just run some easy throws for Tua to make.
Yeah,
But the weather, I think it's gonna help the Chiefs more. I think they're more used to that.
true.
Tua can't play in the cold or something like that. So
Yeah,
I'm taking KC. Patrick Mahomes not losing that game, bro. No, he's just not.
I feel you. All right, so the next one I got is Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Buffalo should win this game.
Absolutely.
No TJ Watt. You were saying that
Yeah.
earlier. Um, yeah,
The
I don't trust any quarterback for Pittsburgh. So
Yeah, I'll probably talk about this my next episode, but like there's a lot of teams that like if they can get a quarterback, they can like move up next year.
oh yeah, Steelers are one of them.
Absolutely. All right. And now going on to the other side, I got Tampa Bay, Philly.
Philly's out, man. I think Tampa Bay's gonna lose this game. I mean,
Really?
I think Tampa Bay's gonna win this game. I'm sorry.
Oh, you think Tampa? So you're picking Tampa over Philly?
Tampa Bay's looked nasty some of these last few weeks where their offense has sputtered tremendously. I know Baker, I think he's dealing with some sort of injury,
Uh-huh.
but Philly's their secondary is not good. And I think Mike Williams, Chris Godwin, they can have a game. Chad White, he can get going. Their
Mike
defense.
Evans.
What did I say?
You said Mike Williams.
My bad. Mike Evans. Mike Evans
No, you
and
good.
Chris Godwin. Um, and I was saying Rashad White. I think
Rashad White, yeah.
it's gonna be a gross game, but I think I'm taking Tampa Bay, man.
Absolutely. I get what you're saying, but me personally, I trust Jalen Hurts, so I'm taking Philly. Like you make a valid point. That secondary is not good either. But when you when you look at the way Mike Evans is having a great year, Baker Mayfield's been playing pretty well, like up and down this year. But I don't know, man. I just trust Jalen. Hopefully, AJ Brown plays. He probably still have Devontae. DeAndre Swift is no joke. Like DeAndre Swift having a great year. Just made the Pro Bowl. So I don't know. I
No,
gotta
you
go. I
it's
gotta
it's
go.
it's gonna be a close one, but I don't know, man. I was a Baker hater and now I kind of believe in him a little bit. I don't know.
That's crazy. Nah, I get it. But my second to last one, I got Dallas, Green Bay. I know you're a Dallas guy.
Where's it at? It's up there, man. Y'all see it. I'm scared for my life, bro. I do not trust my team at all. If
That's
you're a Cowboys
crazy.
fan, you would know.
Yeah.
Some of them are like in denial and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna win." Like we had one of our friends just come on for like 10 minutes on our show yesterday because he's a Cowboys fan, and he was like at first like, "We're gonna win, blowout," and then by the end of the show, he was like, "Man, but I don't know." You know, it's like because Jordan Love's a top 10 quarterback. He played a phenomenal this year. He, if you look at the numbers, you just look at the plays he was able to make with the youngest team in the league,
Yeah.
receiving core with no experience, man. Your best receiver being out most of the year,
Oh, Christian
no
Watson.
run game. Like the Jordan Love, what they did, what the Packers did this year, honestly was more impressive to me than what the Texans did this year. That's a whole different debate. I'm I do think we will win the game because I finally feel like Dak and CD locked in this year and that connection is there and it really can't be stopped.
CeeDee Lamb is arguably a top 5 wide receiver this year
He's top 3, I think, after this season.
after this season.
Yeah, it's been building up to that, and I trust us to win the game. It will be closer than it should be,
Mhm.
but I do think we will win the game.
Okay. All right. I like it. All right. And then the last one, the one that's been everybody's been talking about, you got Detroit and LA. Stafford comes back to Detroit. And
Yeah,
Goff goes against his former team after taking him to the Super Bowl.
yeah, this one's one of the tougher ones, honestly. You could make strong points, strong case on either side, but I got the Rams, bro. Their offense has
Real.
been insane. Matthew Stafford played like a top 5 quarterback this year. Puka was might win offensive rookie of the year.
Might.
Well, you think he is gonna win it?
Offensive rookie of the year?
What about CJ Stroud?
Oh. I keep forgetting that it's rookie of the year an offensive rookie of the year. Like there's two
Yeah.
different ones.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
one award.
no, I think CJ will win. Oh wait, it's one award.
Yeah, it's just one award.
Oh, so CJ will win the whole thing.
But Puga's right there, man. He's right there.
I mean, I don't know. If CJ gets the upset in the playoffs, I think CJ will get it.
I don't know. Do they factor in that, or is it just regular season?
I think it's just regular season, but like you know how like sometimes they wait
Oh
till
yeah,
you got
yeah,
awards. Like they do that in the NBA too, and it really aggravates me.
yeah.
Like they ripped Steph Curry and MVP because they didn't make the playoffs. Like that was bad. The one year that they played in the play-in, that was crazy.
Yeah, he already had 2. He didn't need it, man. He didn't need it.
So you're going with the Rams?
It's tough because I had to be the Lions defender on my team on my pod because no one believed in them.
Mm-hmm.
So it would suck to see them go out in the first round.
I'm actually going for the Lions. I think the Lions
for
win
Lions.
games. Yeah, like I think Stafford is great. I think Stafford had a great year, like you said, arguably top 5. But I don't know something about this Lions team, man. I'm riding with the story.
It's gonna be a shootout, and whichever QB makes more mistakes, he's gonna cost his team the game. And I trust Stafford a little bit more. I don't trust Stafford like when the Super Bowl Stafford was in. I told everyone Stafford's gonna throw 2 picks. I should have put my mortgage on it, like and he did. But yeah, I don't know. I think Jared Goff, he's gonna make a mistake, fumble the ball, or throw a bad pick. I don't know. It's gonna be a shootout though. It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely.
I am taking the Rams.
All right, man. Well, I know you got to get out of here. I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you for coming on the show, man. I'm actually going to wrap it up here. We talked a lot of basketball, talked a little bit of football. But man, anything you want to say before you go?
Anybody who watches is subscribe to this man's channel, bro.
Appreciate that.
He's great. Like I said, every time you're on our show, we enjoy it, have a great time. At some point in my life will get my YouTube channel going, just me talking basketball, because that's just what I enjoy doing. But
you got to make that strictly Rockets talk.
Yeah,
because I see a lot of guys making it now doing just one team.
Yeah, that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
For as far as your algorithm goes, it can be good when you're just locked in on one thing.
Absolutely. But yeah, man. And make sure you guys go like, subscribe, comment, and make sure you guys check out Rudy Podcast, the Dive in Deep show, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys were definitely one of the people that gave me a shot before I even started podcasting. You guys were like, yo, like, come on the show. You guys and John were like, yeah, come on. I love the way you talk basketball. And like being on you guys' show, like if it wasn't for y'all, like I would not be here.
Yeah, no, you're great. Like John is amazing. He's the best. He was Riv was the first guy to hop on our show.
Oh, okay.
I love Riv.
Riv is a clown.
Yeah, no,
Riv is my guy. I've been trying to get Riv on this show, but I think I'm gonna wait because like Riv is my guy. Like me and Riv, like I see him outside the podcast world. Like we hoop together. We've done a couple things. So like I definitely want to wait for Riv. I might do like episode 25 or like some special like that. I'll bring him on.
You got to plan ahead with that man. But
absolutely.
Yeah, no, I was telling him the other day, I was like, bro, if you need help, ideas for Riv Academy, I got you. Just
like I told him that too. I'm like, bro, if you ever want me to hop on, like I would love to talk college basketball, especially because we're both Syracuse fans. I'm like, yeah, bro, like let me know. Like I'll hop on.
Yeah, I was gonna give him like some shorts and reels ideas, and he was telling me like, he was gonna hit me up for that. But John's amazing. My work buddy, me and him, the editing team for Pick a Side, so we do that stuff.
Yeah, I heard. That's dope, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of work, but it's hopefully will pay off in the long run for me and for him. He's what, almost 7-8 years younger than me. John, great guy. He got started very early. He has a very bright future. So shout out to John, man.
Absolutely, man. Shout out to John. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you joining. But yeah, make sure you guys like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and like I end off every show, man. Make sure you guys tell your friends.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. It was fun.